All right, welcome back. It's the following day. It was a good night's sleep. There was no rain, there was no thunder, no lightning here at the site. This is where I'm at. It's what it looks like. I'm already made breakfast, unloaded the quad. Got some clouds forming, so something may come up. But this here is called a shooting star mine. Here's one of the entrances to the mine itself. That's the way I came. It's been buried over the years and undug, and it's I don't have my light on, but you can feel the air coming out. So there's an opening on the other side. That opening was also covered, so you can't go in it anymore. When I was a kid, you could crawl in and out of it. It was pretty cool. But this particular part is so far out, I'm gonna run my GoPro on the helmet. Probably not gonna talk. I'm gonna run one of the other GoPros. It doesn't get as hot, so I can get a lot more run time out of it. This is kind of my setup here in case it does rain. I do have this tarp tents all secured, and we're good to go. Yeah, last night I went down the wrong way. I was supposed to come through this little noodle, and I went down the main one, and I missed this little part. It's pretty hard to see at night that's behind me. So I stayed on this main thing, and I kept going straight. That's where I missed it, and I was supposed to go right there in between those trees. So, oh well. If I didn't go too far down, I recognized I was on the other trail because I know the area. And I just turned around and came back and then found it. So this here is an old camp, like a prospector camp. This there used to be a lot more stuff. The entire truck used to be here. It had the frame and it had the axles and everything. It's now gone. It was cleaned up. A lot of people cleaned up stuff here. That trailer's still here. There used to be a wheel, an entire wheel here. Yeah, this was the old trailer. It's missing the axle now. It's kind of a cool trailer. Outside of the wood, the trailer had a metal frame, and the metal frame is still intact. I actually have an axle at home, and almost want to come out here and just screw it on, you know, and tow it out of here. But that's for another day and another time, and I got plenty of other projects, pretty much. It's not much further down this road. There is an open mine. I'm going to go to it and I'll show you what it is. It's one of the ones that's pretty dangerous. They capped it, but before it wasn't capped. So if you didn't know it was there, you could actually go down the hole. So I'll take you up to that real quick. Yeah, so you can see this is just a hole that goes way down there, and before there weren't any trees, like there was nothing here. These bushes weren't here, and you can just kind of come across it and you could like fall in, which is pretty crazy. Even where they put the gate in there, it's pretty far down. I don't know if you can actually climb out if you did fall in. I don't remember what was up with this one, if this one went deeper or... This one is just... this one doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, this one, even if you slipped in there, well, at least they're smart enough and they threw this cable and they tied it to the tree. So you can pull yourself out if you did fall in. But that's the kind of stuff to watch out for. All right, I'm going to turn around and head back to the main track and continue down, explore more stuff. This is one of those grinding wheels. There's a thing that goes in here and it smashes the rock, I think. It goes around in this circle. This part you can actually see on the satellite. And there's one further up. I'll go up there too if I can find it. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff I look for. You know, this is history of mining. And that's why I, you know, roll with the quad too, because you could see the trail. It's, if you were to take a Jeep or truck, you're fighting it too much. Like all your effort is going into moving the vehicle through and not actually enjoying the route, you know. So that's where the little quad comes in. And I took my big box off. I put a bunch of my little toolboxes on. The big box was a little too cumbersome and I was hauling way too much stuff in it. which I didn't really need to. I put my old tires back on. They're a little bald, but because it fits better into the back of the truck, I should let some air out of one. But it's my other tires were different rims, and it was a taller tire. It still fit into the truck under the tent, but it was harder. I think I'm at some point going to invest in a stock size tire and put them on these rims. I'm gonna check out some diggings here. This looks like they were digging up here. This could have been part of the mine. I may have been up on this piece and there was nothing there. At one point, I think I rode my quad down this piece, but it's been a while. So you can see this mound here. That was from something that they dug up. It could even be further up. Who knows? See more stuff way up there, but I'm not gonna hike it. Go hop on the quad and roll a little more. So this is a dream catcher tree, at least that's what I call it. It's got a bunch of junk. Some of it's car parts, piece of a bottle, little can. It's got a little lock washer, some bolts, a little thing. There's a little purple one, a bushing, parts of all equipment. There was a piece here, but this one fell down. And we'll hang that guy back up. There's a piece of a water pump housing or some that was part of the cooling system. A little latch, a washer. If I ever need car parts while I'm stranded, this will be the place. And there's a lid. There's a pipe. So it's pretty cool. This was a fire ring. At some point somebody camped here. I'm gonna continue down this road. I don't know, I don't remember what went down that way over that part of the trail. So I'm gonna go explore it. So I'm at the end of this trail and you can see all these boulders stacked up, like humongous amounts of boulders. And this goes all the way up there. You can see these on the satellite, but I don't see a mine there. But it's not, it doesn't look like it's nature made, you know. It looks like it was either dug up or something crazy, but I'm kind of almost not up for that hike because it's pretty rough. You're walking on these boulders and I really don't want to bust up my ankle or anything crazy like that. You know, I hear vehicles coming too. Somebody else is wheeling up here. Take care. Yep. Here I'm gonna go check out this little meadow. I saw a road on the satellite, but I can't find it, you know, in person. Sometimes that's hard to do. So I'm gonna walk it and see if I can find what it is. This might have been it at one point, or maybe it's like down there. Or it's a river. Something like that. You can see this here. This is see how all the debris is right here? That's a flash flood. That's where it kind of ended. Usually that's the part that goes flowing downhill. Must have been a decent downpour. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Can't find the trail. So walk back down to the quad. All right, nothing there. We'll proceed further down, backtrack towards camp. And hopefully the Jeeps are out of the way. Go back to camp and have a snack. So I came up this last night. This was came up this with the truck. Yeah, it's like crazy hard to hold a camera and ride in the rough, but so I'm back at camp. This is above the campsite. This is another nice flat spot to actually park the truck. I'm gonna wait till the quad cools off. I think we're good. I usually let it run till the fan kicks off. This is another good spot, but it's a little too close to the tip top, and I don't want to get whacked by lightning. So this is more of those vent shafts for that mine. This one's also covered. It's got a thing. I also feel wind coming out of this one, but they pretty much welded them shut, all of them. But you used to be able to crawl through all of it. It was pretty cool, except for the vent down there. They started some right here, but never actually dug deeper. Got a tree growing out of it. This one here is the air shaft. The same thing, this was dangerous too, because it goes way down there. You could actually climb out of this one, but We never went down it. There's actually part of an ore cart down there and equipment. You can see it. Not obviously not with the camera, but this one here's filled in. Or they started it and never finished it. I think this is how they were maybe coming up and down too. I saw this from the bottom, but quite interesting. You could have got a truck up that at one point. One of their mine trucks. If you can imagine like a Model T truck coming up this. Thought I was crazy with my pickup. But the guys that came up here and hauled this ore out of here, that was pretty crazy. Can even tell they were cutting it further, but there's not much more wide there. There's another road down below, but that one dead ends. It don't go anywhere. All right, I'm gonna cruise back to the campsite, have me a snack. I could camp, even got a little garage. Shady spot for the quad. Gotta take some still pictures too before I forget. I always forget to take still pictures. Having some chips and dip. Tonight is gonna barbecue. I got these right here. I got some patties, meat patties too. This is actually for a hot pot, and but right now I'm gonna have a sausage. Just a quick thing. It's only 10:30, but I want to head down and explore this place called Garden of Eden. I think it's an off-roading section of a trail that's pretty rough. I've taken my truck up to it, not all the way to it. There's also like an old Dodge truck, 1500 Dodge Ram, that somebody dumped, probably ripped off. Still has the engine and the trans. It's sitting upside down. I'm gonna go buy that and then go past it and go check out what this Garden of Eden thing is. But I think it's like a rock crawling section. There may be a stream in there. There's a lot of cattle in there. So we'll see. That's my next one. So I want to get something to eat so I don't have to like worry about having lunch when I get way down there. Just knock this out real quick. Yeah, just having my early brunch in my little nook. It's nice. I think I found my new favorite place. All right, I'm done with brunch and I'm gonna head down to the Garden of Eden. Actually gonna take some extra batteries with me for the GoPro in case I get into something interesting and I need to film more, but I'll record from there. So I'm gonna follow these Jeeps up. Came across these guys. They seem pretty cool. I'm gonna follow them up this trail back to the Shooting Star Mine, just to kind of take them to this old Buick or Pontiac that's up there, and show them around up there, and then make sure that they get out back onto Burns Canyon Road. Kind of be a pretty cool adventure, something to film, and I'll check out the Garden of Eden tomorrow. But I haven't like really analyzed it yet. All right, we hung out at camp for a bit, had a beer. Now I'm gonna lead him out of here, and I gotta go meet up with my buddy Eddie.